Spotify.
He's trying to say that to distract me from being mad at him, which is like...
Do you want to hug it out right now?
No.
Go ahead. I read you like a book. And it's not a good book. I put it down after the first chapter. Go ahead. Here we go. Oh! You hit me in my nibble zone almost. Okay? Welcome back to Dropouts, episode
6. Welcome back to Dropouts, B-Words.
Jared, hit me with some
Intro music.
intro thing. Dude. Oh, I don't feel good. I do not feel good.
You don't look good either.
Boom roast.
Why would you say that? You know my self-esteem is at an all-time low recently.
It should be.
Okay, I had an energy drink for the first time in my entire life, and my heart is beating.
He had a Celsius, which are like 10 times the amount of caffeine of Red Bull. But it's like all natural, so it's good for you. And Jared and I drink these a lot, but we warned him to not have the full thing because it was going to be
My heart feels
intense.
like a boxer hitting it like a speed bag, and like I feel so jittery. I feel like I've never done cocaine, but I feel like this is pretty close.
Yeah, dude, it gives you a
Dude,
lot of energy.
I don't.
Dude, Zach's heart right now is going boom, 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 boom.
Like I think I can see sounds, and I don't know if that's concerning to anyone else.
You look like you're dripping.
It doesn't feel good. Like my hands are like shaking.
His hands already shake on the regular, so he's like.
Oh man. Okay, no more energy drinks for me ever.
We told you though. I said just have a sip of mine.
I just don't feel good right now.
Anyway, guys, so an update from last week. I don't know what I was about to say there, but the squad went to San Diego.
San Diego, California. Ever heard of it?
That was very fun. Jared and I crashed Zach's family vacation.
Yeah, I'm on family vacation. I was like, hey guys, I'll see you in like a week.
That's not true. That's not true. Let me rephrase this. Let me explain what actually happened. So we were planning on going up like a few days after Zach went, just so we could go to San Diego, and then we were planning on leaving like 2 days after, right? The whole time we are gone, Zach is FaceTiming the both of us and texting the both of us being like, yes.
Absolutely.
Being like, when are you coming up? Zach has separation anxiety.
I do not have separation anxiety. I was like,
yes,
I'll be gone a week. I probably won't even talk to you guys.
That's such a lie. You FaceTimed me every single morning and night and throughout the day being like, when are you coming?
That does not sound like me.
I've got the call logs.
I feel like I'm more of an alpha.
I've got the text and the call logs.
No,
Do not make me pull receipts because I keep them.
I think you were like crying and like sending me Snapchats like, Zach, I miss you so much. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll act like
Jared.
I care and call her and make her feel better about herself.
Where are you pulling this from?
Thank you very much.
Reality.
So anyway, to be the good friends that we are, it was 10 p.m. on Monday. He left on Saturday?
Yeah.
He left on a Saturday. It was 10 p.m. on Monday. I called Jared, and like my work schedule wasn't really allowing for me to end up going to San Diego, but I ended up saying F it. So at 10 p.m. on...
Good for the career.
So at 10 p.m. on a Monday, I called Jared, and I was like, pack your shit. We're going to San Diego. Let's go. And so we left, and we got there at like 12 or something.
But Indy's like, what were you saying? Like, hey, you should text me right now.
Oh my gosh, right. So we surprised him. We didn't tell him that we were going, but like every night at around that time, Zach calls me and we just like talk.
Don't say Zach calls me. You call me.
No, you call me.
You FaceTime me way more than I FaceTime you. Jared's there. It goes,
okay, I'm sorry. I might FaceTime, but you call. So
it's not the same thing.
No,
either way, she's like,
I'm saying that you equally call me just as much. You called me while I was getting ready to come over here for the podcast, and you were like, hey, I'm bored. I was like, I'm about to be there, Zach. And you were like, well, I needed like some entertainment right now.
And she did not provide
and
it.
I literally said goodbye and hung up on you. So don't act like that doesn't
but anyway,
happen.
you text.
No. Let me finish my story.
This is the thing about you is like, you don't know when to stop berating me, and I'm a crier, okay? And you got to realize that.
Yeah, you are. Basically, where was I going with this? Oh, we got there at like 12, but we didn't tell him that we were coming. And so I was like texting him. Like, I was like, oh, just text me, because I was trying to like not get him to call. So he saw that we were in the car. So
I think I said like 4 times, like, hey, I really want to go to sleep.
I had to keep him up for another hour and a half past him being like, I'm going to bed. And I was like, no, let's just like play like Connect 4. Let's play Cup Pong.
And I wrecked her in every single game. She's like, let's play a game. I said, okay, athlete mode. Here we go. Bow.
You did wreck me in those games, but I kept you up, didn't I? So
except for I was sleeping next to Uncle. So on vacations, I share a room with my uncle.
Uncle Ryan.
And he is just shirtless and farting the entire time in our room, and I haven't breathed clean air.
Dude, watch your mouth when you're talking about Uncle Ryan. I love that guy.
He is an item. My whole family.
He's an icon. He's the entertainment of that freaking family and that that trip.
Well, you never know what's going to come out of his mouth.
Ooh.
I don't even know if I can tell the
I don't know
stories.
if you can say a lot of the stories on the podcast.
Dude, my heart is beating so hard. Like, I feel like I
need to have a Celsius before every one of these because I'm like just talking so much right now.
Yeah, you need to chill out. I feel like I'm floating outside of my body, just looking down at myself like,
what was in your Celsius?
What are you doing with your life? Why are you with Indy? She only brings you sadness. And then Jared was there with me. Jared was there with me. And Jared's like, that's true. She only brings us sadness. And then we hugged.
Dude, I believe I bring you a lot of happiness. I brought you watermelon, Reese's Cups, and peanut M&Ms.
The only reason you...
because...
Okay, let me set this up. I'm vibing in my house, and you call me and it's like, I'm coming over to watch a movie, and it's like 11 o'clock at night. I was like, a little late, but sure, come over and watch a movie.
It was not 11, it was 10, but get your facts straight.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Wow,
anyway,
that hour made a difference.
That hour just made a huge difference. And then 15 minutes later, she's like, I'm not coming over anymore. I do not feel good. I am very sad. I will talk to you in 2 days. I was like, and then I call her, I was like, hey, are you okay? She's like, I'm fine.
No. He texted me and he was like, you good? You sounded upset. I was like, I'm fine. And he was just like, well, you don't seem fine. Just call me so we can talk about it. I was like, I'm good, Zach. And he was just like calling and texting. And it was just him checking up on me and being a nice human. But do you know when like somebody's being nice to you and you're just mad and sad and they're just like trying to like help, but I was just not feeling it. And I just kept being like, I called him because he was just like, can you just call me so I can like help you out? Like, what's up? And I call him, I go, stop treating me like a child, Zach. I'm fine. And I hung up the phone.
I was just trying to be a good friend.
And I was so mean. I even knew it too. And I felt so bad. But I've got like I've got too much pride. And so I didn't call to apologize. And then Zach got sad.
You have a great temper. You know, you never unleash the fire at all. You always keep it contained. No, actually, that's the opposite. She goes in hell first. And she brings in the hellfire like she's like a demon angel. She goes like this.
Too.
And then she just rains down fire on anyone she's mad at and does not care who she scorches. And then afterwards, she's like, oh, here, I'll give you some water to scorch your burns. Meanwhile, I got like 3rd-degree burns from like emotional abuse. And then the next day, she's like, hey, we're all good now. I brought you watermelon. I was like, cool, but I'm just scarred for life after you berated me yesterday.
Hey, she also brought Reese's Cups.
She did. Oh, okay.
And Listerine strips, so watch your mouth.
I do love a good Listerine strip.
I do that a lot. I realize, I don't know, it's not good, but it's like the circle of like hurt people. Not to get too deep right now, but like it's a bad habit of mine. I like take it out on the people closest to me, even if they care about me, and like then I like do my best to push them away because I'm like, I'm just gonna hurt you, and then it's just this really bad cycle.
Where'd you get this temper from?
Have you met my mom and my dad?
Do they all get the fiery personality?
Oh my gosh, yeah. My whole family has a fiery personality. My brother's personality is fiery, but it's more wit than fire. So it's like it's very like he'll just be like, so I'm gonna need you to calm down right now because your energy is really pissing me off. So, yeah.
Indy's thing is fight first, figure it out later. Like, I could say
That's exactly what my thing is.
And like the other day, we're on the phone. I said, hey, for some reason, we're talking about the stars. And then she goes, actually, Zach, the sun is the biggest star. I said,
so wrong.
I said, no, it's not.
Wait, I've been told that the sun was the biggest star.
You're out of your mind if you think the sun is the biggest star.
It made no sense.
In our solar system.
There's only one star in our solar system. And it has to be the sun.
But there are multiple.
That's not what you said.
I had this conversation with Zach. I said, there are multiple. I look up into the sky and I see stars.
And I said, those are other galaxies. And she couldn't wrap her head around. She's like, actually, the sun is the biggest ever. Out of the trillions and billions of stars. She's like, actually, ours is the biggest. How pretentious is that? We have the best and biggest star ever. And I will not hear any other slander. I was like, you want to look at science real quick? Or are you just going to... I don't need science when I got my brain. I said, cool. Stephen Hawking, I guess, died for nothing.
I did it the other day. I do it a lot. Like, I'll just, like, immediately... I'm like your mom. Gina does it as well. Like, we'll be playing... Okay, to go back to San Diego.
Do not come for my mom right now.
I'm not coming for your mom. I love your mom. Gina, if you're listening, I love you. Keep that in, Gerber.
I just want to put this picture up on the screen before we get too far away from it. This is the largest sun compared to our sun.
Indy, you want to check back on your facts?
So
no, even Indy, this is her logic. She's like, no, ours is still bigger. Even if she sees facts, she's like, no, that doesn't make no. Because I'm right.
It's about 1,700 times bigger than our sun.
Anyway, let's just go back to San Diego.
Let me go back to San Diego real quick and like how Gina just got brought up. Gina and I do the exact same thing. We were playing cornhole on the beach.
Dude, and it's like you two were going at each other.
Oh my gosh. Gina and I get so competitive when it comes to games together.
Gina's the sweetest human being I've ever met.
But when it comes to versing me in games, it's game on, bro.
I was so scared because on cornhole, you have to like be against each other. And then, so the two girls go on the other side. I was like, Jared, I don't think either of them are going to survive this. Like, they're about to come for each other's necks.
Dude, it was fire. It was fire.
Dude, the claws were out.
Out. Gina's this, if you guys ever met Gina or one day she ever comes on this podcast and you hear her, you have to understand her temperament is just so loving and kind and just like you would never expect her to be the kind of person she is when
She's
we go
the angel,
head-to-head.
you're the devil, and then sometimes they clash. And
they clash, all right. But we were playing cornhole, and she's like, Zach obviously keeps track of the score in his head like that. And so when she goes, what's the score? And he goes, oh, it's like 15-12 or whatever. She goes, no. And she would like come for him, and then she'll do the math in her head, and she'll be like, oh, actually, you're right. And that's exactly what I am like. Like, I'll just come for his neck first. I'll be like, no, it's not. Yeah, you're right.
It's so interesting when you get girls in the same room versus guys. Not all girls, but you know what I mean. Like if there's like a group of girls, I feel like they're all like trying to compete with each other. Where it's like,
that's not true.
Not always, but you know what I mean. Like I'm just saying, you put them in a room, like the drama that will ensue, and then versus guys where we're just like, you guys want to see who can jump the highest?
That's so true.
One of us is going to break a leg from like jumping off a building.
This is girls in the room. We're like,
guys will
oh my
do
God,
anything.
I just got a Snapchat from Bobby. Yeah, me too. He Snapchats me all the time. Cool.
Guys will do anything to become best friends with each other.
I love that. I love that. I wish girls had the same energy.
Yeah,
but this is also where it comes.
The boys always got our backs.
Yeah, the girls don't always have each other's backs, and it's so sad.
I think I can see sounds right now. Like this energy drink is taking me out. Like she'll be talking, and I think I reverted back to like my 3rd grade self, and I lived a full day before I came back into this existence. This thing is like messing with my mind. I don't know what you guys put in this, but it's magic.
All right, guys, we're going to continue this podcast from the ER.
All right, I'm going to continue with my story now.
Okay.
This is the issue. It's like because girls are so dramatic and so catty, and I know how petty and catty and like B-wordy I can be. Like I know what I'm like, and that's why like I'm friends with a lot more guys than I am with girls. But then you also get that reputation of she's friends with all the boys. Like
we know what that means.
There's just that drama that's like, or that like that stigma. It's like everyone says they're like, oh, I'm just friends. Don't throw it, Indy.
Did you just throw ketchup at me?
Yeah, I did.
Well, you want mustard on you?
Stop.
Yeah, take that. Okay, you throw things way harder than I throw things. I'm gonna throw this very gently, and I want you to throw it gently back. Okay? That was not hard at all.
Can you grab it?
Can I grab it so you can throw it back at me? Here you go. See what I mean? You needed to take a chill pill.
Zach and I have this thing. He'll just like it started off with the tennis ball, really.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I'll like gently like throw a tennis ball, not even hit her. It's not even really aimed at her. I gently throw a tennis ball like, hey, let's play catch. And she's like, did you just throw that at me? Haryuken. And then she grabs it and absolutely, I thought you went to the MLB. I was like, oh, she's about to get scouted. She threw it so hard at my head. And she hit me right in the skull. I was like, oh, that's what a concussion feels like. I forgot 6 memories when you hit me. Okay? He didn't even throw it towards me, but I thought he did because it rolled by my foot. Like literally that was it. He just like threw it in the corner of the room and I looked at him. I was like, you threw that at me? I picked it up. When I mean, this is what I did. Yeah, I don't get why. Hit him directly in the face. Why can't you just like match my energy? You don't have to go 100 times harder back at me. Dude, she's like, oh, yeah, I do. You made me mad. I'm gonna kill you. Go hard or go home, baby. Bring it up. Put the bottles back. It looks weird without them. It's like, what kind of diner? It's already over there. Well,
what kind of diner are we at? It's set up in our living room. Zach, you gotta. I don't think you guys understand what. Yeah, this energy we do. We've both drank. I thought energy drinks were supposed to like spike your energy. I feel like it sucked the soul from me like a Dementor. No, dude, from Harry Potter. That's what I'm saying. Celsiuses like are intense. I feel like I just went 10 rounds with Mike Tyson. Like I'm probably gonna be up till about 3 now. Because it's like it's not only got caffeine. Should I go for a jog right now? Like, how do I get this out of me? It's not only got like caffeine, but it's got a bunch of natural like, got, like energy enhancers. All right, you guys talk for a second. I'm gonna jog in place. No, don't jog in place, Zach. Why are you doing this? I gotta get my energy out.
It's a podcast.
Why do you talk that way?
Okay, everyone go around the room and say one nice thing about each other.
That's
Jared.
Impossible. Actually, I could say a nice thing about Jared very easily, but I cannot say a nice thing about you.
That hurts my heart.
It would take me a second.
Well, let's go over to Jared first.
Jared, I love that you're so sensitive about everything, but in the best way possible. Like, you're just always so happy and you care so much about the little things in life. It makes me so joyful.
Oh, and I'm going to retweet that. So
wow, you can't even come up with your own thing?
Yeah. Zach.
And do you want your... I got to do Jared now. Jared, I mean this in the nicest way.
Oh, why do you have to make it so weird?
When you come out of the shower...
Can you cut this?
Yeah.
Stop cutting everything.
I genuinely said something nice, and you've got to make it sexual all the time.
This isn't sexual. I do not plan on having sex with Jared. I plan on hugging him for a very long time until he gets uncomfortable. And that's about it. Jared, you got nice eyes. All right, that's it.
Oh, thank you. I wasn't expecting that.
The nice eyes?
Yeah.
I think your smile's better than your eyes.
Wow, that was. You don't have to say. You didn't have to say like that. That you could have just been like, Jared, you have a nice smile.
No, but
too.
I'm saying
you didn't have to be like, yo, your eyes suck.
Like See, the thing is, I didn't take that as an insult until you said
your eyes are not.
You didn't see her face.
Can you let me finish? I made a face because I was like, wow, that's all you have to say about him is physicality. Like, is his physical appearance is just, oh, you have nice eyes. Did you hear my compliment?
No,
it was thought out and it was sensitive.
Okay,
can I
try again? Can I try again?
Yes, just don't make it weird and hurry up.
Okay, Jared.
Yeah, I love this segment.
It's weird.
I'm just getting complimented.
Welcome back to Complimenting Jared. This is the podcast. We should change the podcast name to just Complimenting Jared.
Complimenting Jared.
Jared, I like that you're a good friend.
Basic. Read it on Pinterest a million times, but I hear you.
A million times? That would take you so long. All right, over to me. Indy. What do you think about Zackster, the Zackinator? Keep the compliments flowing. Ready to hear them. Anytime. The compliments. Indeed. Say something nice about me. Make me feel good.
New topic.
All right, sick.
I read this funny story this morning about so the Columbus Zoo in Ohio.
Yes.
Lost a red panda.
How do you lose a panda?
That's what I'm saying.
How do you lose a panda?
Like, literally, they have no idea. It was just wasn't
gone?
there. Yeah, it's just gone. And they're like,
they still haven't found it?
Mm-mm. But it made me think of a funny story.
Is nobody reporting a red panda?
Should we go find it?
Dude, the podcast goes and find the red panda.
The panda podcast.
But real quick,
the panda podcast.
Is nobody reporting them seeing a red panda? Like, where did he go?
That's what
He's
I'm saying.
elusive.
Was the gym... Was the zoo in like the city?
Well, yeah, it's in Columbus. So like Columbus is like the capital of Ohio. So
no, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, was it like somewhere that he could have hidden in the forest or like?
It's kind of out there, but like it's like city, but not. I don't know. But
I will not rest.
To be fair,
until I find this panda
kind of does look like a raccoon, just red.
Oh, are they small?
Much bigger?
Oh, they're tiny. Red pandas, dude, they're tiny.
Oh, I was thinking like a panda.
No.
I was thinking like a red panda. I was like, where's homie? Let me find him and take a photo from my Instagram.
But it reminded me of a story when I was in 6th grade and I got kicked out of the Columbus Zoo, right?
Jared, why?
On a field trip.
Well, how do you get yourself into these messes?
Dude, I have no idea. This is the story.
Flamethrower, you got kicked out of a zoo. What did you do?
So they had, when I went, they had a kangaroo exhibit.
Let's go.
But it wasn't.
They're my homies.
It was just gated off by ropes. So like, kangaroos, the suckers that can jump, but it was like a little path and it was just a rope that was blocking them from you.
Probably to stop people going in there.
No, I know. But how is it going to stop them from coming out? Because it was not a tall rope. As a 6th grader, I could have climbed over that rope.
They can jump like 6 foot.
I figured out the kangaroos do not like it when you start clapping. And I got all of my friends to start viciously doing that.
Can you stop harassing the kangaroo?
Ribs, right?
Yeah, well, I didn't know that at 6th grade.
If they lean on their tails and they just like, they can break your
I want to
ribs.
see Jared fight a kangaroo.
You will lose.
What would your money be on? The kangaroo?
The kangaroo for 100%. Sure.
Okay, are we talking about 6th grader Jared or current Jared?
Current Jared.
You cannot beat up a kangaroo.
You would not beat up a kangaroo.
Okay, what was the difference?
What was the difference?
Would I get beat up when I'm smaller or beat up now?
Both.
I didn't know. Anyway, so long story short, I started a kangaroo riot in the Columbus
what happened?
Zoo. They started jumping over the rope.
It's just Armageddon, just kangaroos coming out. everybody get down. It's like,
what did you do? What did they do?
They started jumping over the
ropes. But what did the zookeepers do?
Dude, they rushed in and they had to like grab the kangaroos and whatnot. There were probably like 6 or 7 zookeepers that had to run. And then they saw me and my friends clapping and they were like, what are you doing?
So it's like Planet of the Apes, but kangaroos.
Yeah.
That would be, Jesus. I wish they would make that movie. Like instead of Planet of the Apes, Planet of the Kangaroos.
Hilarious. That's weird that you can't go in Australia at the zoos there. You can like go up to them and like feed them and like be with them like really
kangaroos.
Close.
Well, yeah, but people most also like marry kangaroos there.
But we're also like psycho.
But also, Zach, did you say marry kangaroos?
You guys don't marry kangaroos?
I have genuinely had a question. Like I've genuinely had Americans be like, "Do you guys like ride kangaroos to school?"
Of course you
do.
Like
genuinely, I've had you guys ask me that question, and it genuinely like infuriates me.
Because we know you ride kangaroos to school. What else are you gonna do?
Do you ride moose to school?
It's meese, and yes, it's meese. Also, I wasn't educated.
But
this is why we're both dropouts.
But have you guys ever been kicked out of a place like that? You know, for like starting something like a kangaroo ride.
Where's the places I've been kicked out of?
Oh, one time I got kicked out of a laser tag place.
You told me about that.
Yeah, I was in the 7th grade, and there was an absolute dime piece, who I assume was in the 9th grade. I was like, I got to shoot my shot with this hot oldie. I walk up to her. I'm like, these lasers are cool. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, I love you. A little strong. And she said, okay. And then we made out in the top of the laser thing.
What? In 7th grade?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
And she was in 9th?
Yeah, I assume she was in 9th. She was much taller than me, but also I developed late. So anyway, I haven't seen her since, but she did get a higher score than me in the laser tag.
How did you guys get kicked out?
Oh, the guy just saw us making out. He's like, dude, this is not what this is for. And I was like, that makes sense. And then they had to like bring my mom in, and
Gina got told?
She was not excited about it.
Oh my God, Gina would have lost it at you.
She did lose it. It was not a good time.
But you had a good time.
I had a great time.
I don't think I've ever been kicked out of a place. I'm always like pretty good.
That surprises me.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
What do you mean? You got banned from the local bowling alley.
Oh.
Did you really?
Yes, you can't go into pins. I'm usually Dude, it's like a wanted poster when you walk in. It's just Indiana's face.
I'm banned from Pins Bowling.
What did you do?
I can't talk about it on the podcast. Basically, I am banned from my local bowling alley. Forgot about that one. I'm not allowed back in. And I'm not mad about it. That just means that our friends can't go there, and I hate bowling anyway. So
how do you hate bowling?
I also hate bowling.
It's so useless. What? It is so useless.
It's not really useless.
And it sucks. I'm so bad at it.
That makes sense.
Put up the guardrails.
It makes sense that you're bad at it, but yeah.
That's not bowling. That's bitch bowling.
I took you to, Jared came too. I took you guys to play basketball the other day, and we said, we cannot leave this court until Indiana makes a 3-pointer.
It was light when we started that bet, and it was dark.
When I say we were there for 2 hours.
Oh, and just for her to make a single
I don't know what life was like before that basketball court. We were there so long. I was like, I think I've aged 3 years, and I've missed a couple birthdays.
Yeah, I can't ball.
That basketball court felt like Interstellar, where like time worked differently on a different planet, and we were there for, decades.
A good minute. I just couldn't make it. I suck at a lot of sports. Things that take actual skill, I'm not good at. Except I did wreck your ass in soccer, Jared. So maybe I should watch my own mouth.
I wouldn't say wreck your ass.
I did wreck your ass.
What are you talking about?
Okay, can we rephrase? You beat him in soccer. Okay, can we stop phrasing it like that? All right, because it sounds like something else.
I did not.
Everybody understand?
I destroyed you in soccer.
There we go.
Much.
No, you did not destroy me.
Yes, I did.
Tell me how you destroyed me. I would love to hear.
How many times did I get the ball away from you? How many times did you get the ball away from me?
That's because I played soccer. Growing up, I did not play soccer. I played one game of soccer in my life. It was kindergarten.
I played soccer for one season, and I was the freaking goalie. So that wasn't even
I was the goalie too.
Great. So we're on equal playing fields
I didn't understand what a goalie was, and I got sad that they weren't. What?
So we're on equal playing fields here.
And I went.
Anyway, I didn't understand what a goalie was,
I beat you.
And I got sad that they weren't passing me the ball.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, and I didn't want to play
Jared,
soccer
you're definitely the guy at baseball. You're the kid picking the flowers while everybody else is playing.
No, I'm not that. Baseball, I was a legend at.
A legend?
Dude.
Or were you on the team?
No, I was. Listen, okay, let me tell you this story. right? Baseball.
On my phone.
It's a Jared story? Did you hear it was a Jared story? I'm going to just check my...
A baseball story doesn't interest me. Is there a twist or turn into it, or is it just you explaining how good you were at it?
It was just me explaining.
Exactly. We get it. You're good. I actually do believe you're good. You're a very good athlete in some ways. I do believe
in some ways. I've seen you brush your teeth. You look coordinated.
No, I believe it. Like when was it? Oh, by the way, like in cardio, Jared and I did some cardio at the park a few weeks ago. He destroyed me in that too. I feel like you were a really good football player.
Well, I was fat when I played football.
So Jared, I feel like stop breaking the mood down, man.
I feel like he'd be a good football player.
I say you're good.
He could take a lot.
I had never played football before, and then like I was the starting center, which is like the guy that actually hikes the ball for the quarterback.
See, I feel like you'd be good.
It's the guy where the quarterback is just touching your nuts the whole time.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah,
I had to get used to that. I didn't like it. Yeah.
Did you have your cup on?
Yeah,
he
of
had
course.
To just.
I feel like you're the type of guy that like slip the cup off.
That really happens?
Yeah. Well, he like puts his hand like so when you go, it's called being under center, and so it's like when you're like the quarterback's right up.
So you are a bottom.
I'm not a bottom.
That's so awkward.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty awkward.
That's your boy.
He was my boy. And throwback to the flamethrower story.
Like he was your boy?
The principal's Indy. The principal's son was the quarterback, and that's how the principal knew me. So, anyway, that was my boy Bobby.
When's the last time you guys touched each other?
9th grade.
9th grade.
That's when my parents pulled me out of football.
Why?
Wait, you stopped football in 9th grade?
Yeah.
Don't say you played football in high school, man. You played freshman year. I thought you were this all-star senior year. We're going to state championship.
Zach, you can't talk. You played tennis.
Okay, we didn't.
I was the
Zach,
best.
you played tennis.
We went to the Final Four every year. I don't want to hear
for
it.
tennis.
Yeah, tennis is sick now.
At least he played At least he played football. I
played football
tennis.
too.
You played tennis.
I played football in middle school for 3 days, so I'd watch your mouth. Okay,
dude. I'm sorry, but like. I just...
Say something about tennis players.
You played tennis. I don't need to say anything more.
Tennis
At least Jared played freaking soccer and football.
Have you ever heard of Rafael Nadal?
How many... Just in... Let me picture this.
Roger Federer?
I'm a girl.
Oh, thanks for clarifying.
I'm a girl. If somebody was to be like, yo, you see that cute new, like, football player? I'd be like, oh my God. Like, no, let me, like, Somebody was to be like, yo, you see that cute new tennis player? I'd be like,
I didn't play tennis for girls. I played tennis for the boys, for my team. I put in effort. I put in work. Burn the boats,
baby.
Did you
play tennis?
I understand when I played, and I was the best at it.
You will not convince me that was...
I'm not trying to convince you that it's like this sexy thing for girls. I'm trying to convince you that I put in work, and I made my team better, okay? And it was a beautiful thing to perfect my craft over 4 years.
Zach, what did your tennis grunt sound like?
Yeah, it was either that or, oh my God, daddy. So... Those are my two grunts. I got a lot of looks from the stands.
I could see if Zach like stuck with it and ended up at like Wimbledon or something.
Yeah, I'm just like, spank me like you own me. And everybody's just like, yo, whoa, what is this guy doing? Ooh, I heard this the other day. People aren't saying dad bod anymore. They're saying father figure.
Oh.
That's hard, huh? What is she doing?
I think she's still in shock.
Oh, you're gasping.
I'm so uncomfortable with the energy that we've created in the studio today.
The great Gatsby. Thank you.
Wait.
Wait, let me see. Thank you.
There we
Jared,
go.
I'm
You're getting better on those sounds.
Well, he missed it. All right, Jared, I'm going to say the joke again.
All right.
The great Gatsby. Wait.
How'd you mess that up?
Hold on. The great Gatsby.
That was stupid.
Thanks, Jared.
It was dumb because we had to redo it.
We didn't redo it, right, Jared?
Not at all.
So when's the last time everyone's felt happiness? Indy.
Ooh, it's been a minute.
Sick. Jared's
a very happy person.
Yeah, I feel a little bit of... Dude, this is actually
I know when the last time he felt happy.
I swear to God, if you say the last time I drank whole milk, I'm going to...
I was Team Whole Milk. Team Zach, Team Indy, Team Whole Milk.
No, let's not start that.
Team Whole Milk.
Team Whole Milk. Team Whole Milk.
God.
Dude, you're going to get shirts that say Whole Milk, and they're going to sell out. That's me our first merch.
No, I feel like the last time Jared felt happiness was when I told him his favorite artist DM'd me on Instagram.
Dude.
I don't want to say who and what, but
it's very exciting though.
His favorite artist DM'd me on Instagram, and
similar to that, close to that, So if you guys remember episode, I can't remember anything. 5, we were talking about my debut single, Lose You Too.
Oh, way to plug that in.
Right? I am plugging that again.
Just plug that like every episode. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I think he went in the past and plugged it in the first one.
Like, should I go check out my Spotify? Like, what?
Well, yeah, why not?
Check out my LinkedIn.
I woke up this morning and it was past the 36,000 stream mark.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
On my first single. And I was like, that's crazy.
That is
all
crazy.
From this podcast.
And I hope so. I hope every one of these listeners, tuned in and checked it out, and I hope they liked it.
That is insane for your debut single, and to not you're not like huge on social media in any way. So like that's
stop phrasing things like that. Like you couldn't be worse at social media, and also you're a pretty sucky person. But the song's good.
That is not what I said. So watch your mouth. I said he's not big on social media. Like. Yet.
I appreciate things better. Yet.
You get me so mad. Like I'm actually mad at you right now.
It's pretty cool because
ROFL LOL.
On the Spotify for Artists app.
I'm just saying buzzwords. Go ahead.
But on the Spotify.
He's trying to say that to distract me from being mad at him, which is like.
Do you want to hug it out right now?
No.
Go ahead. I read you like a book. And it's not a good book. I put it down after the first chapter. Go ahead. Here we go. Oh! You hit me in my nibble zone almost, okay? And I'll have you know that right now.
Don't ever call it.
And I want kids one day.
Nibble zone.
Why?
So wait, yeah, let's talk about that. Do you guys ever want? Do you guys want families?
Do you guys want families, Jared? That's so sad. Don't frame it like that.
What do you mean?
You're like it says like
because we talked about like marriage and like what our stances were on that in like a previous episode, but we didn't talk about like kids or having. A family.
My thoughts on the whole kid situation switches so much because. God, imagine me with kids.
The worst mother. Did you seriously just spill the SpaghettiOs? Mom, I'm 2, and I speak pretty well for my age. And she's like, I hate you.
I just don't want to be pregnant, so I think I want to adopt.
That's good.
I want to adopt teenagers, though.
That's very
just
why teenagers?
Because they have a way more difficult time finding homes.
Oh, that's true.
So
most of my life, I didn't want kids.
Okay.
Right now, I'm in like a phase where having like a baby boy, later in life, that would be kind of cool.
What would you name him?
I kind of want to name him after my grandfather. Maybe not first name.
You have a grandfather?
Well, I'd never met him, but I feel close to him, if that makes sense. There's a whole story behind it.
Whoa,
his name is Anthony, so I kind of like that. But I also...
Anthony Bailey?
Anthony Bailey.
I'm sorry, real quick, not to cut you off. I kind of just feel what you feel about the Celsius right now. It's like really hitting me in the most weird way right now.
Yeah, it doesn't make you feel
good. And I was just zoning in on you so intensely that everything around me felt like it wasn't there.
Does anyone else feel like we're one person right now trying to figure out whose body we're in?
No.
What?
I feel like we're in Jared's body right now.
I don't know, but I'm like focusing on you so intensely that these cameras feel like they're just disappearing into nothing.
I don't like that.
At one point, I think I flew. I don't know if it's on camera. Like, I think I floated for 3 seconds.
Dude. Y'all are having these out-of-body experiences. What is going on?
Speaking of out-of-body experiences, have you guys ever had one of those?
I've had sleep paralysis.
That scares me.
Yeah,
have you guys ever had
paralysis
sleep paralysis? Have I talked about this before?
Yeah, you have.
On the podcast?
Not on the podcast. I don't think so.
Oh, I get confused to whether it's been spoken about on the podcast or just in our conversation.
I'll explain this really quick. So I'll explain this really quick. So I had sleep paralysis.
You gotta call him out real
quick.
Sick,
guys. I'm out.
Zach, sit down.
Yes, Daddy. And I'm back.
Why do you have...
I was sleeping next to my girlfriend at the time, and I was sleeping like this. I was like...
Does Gina know this?
No. Mom, I was sleeping next to my girlfriend at the time. And so my sleep paralysis, like I woke up in the same bed in the same room, but then I just started seeing like demons and creatures like coming at me. And I was
so terrifying.
I was like, this isn't sick. And I was trying to scream, but like she couldn't hear me.
I tried to scream, but my head was underwater.
The point is, I saw very scary things, and then I did that about, I would say 7 times until I actually finally woke up.
It's terrifying. Yeah, sleep paralysis is the most terrifying thing ever.
So your body is like, you're like half awake, half asleep. You can't move your body. You can see everything in the room, but you're still dreaming, so you're hallucinating like all these scary things.
My sleep paralysis experience was in the old place when you lived with me. Was like I was sleeping in my room, and it was before I had like done anything. It was like one of the first weeks of me being in this new place. So like it was still like I just had my furniture in there. It was like really old and whatever. But I was sleeping, and I remember waking up, and in the corner of our room, I just saw a man in like a really big suit, like a big brown suit. Does that make sense?
That was me.
What? But like he was just like standing in a corner of a room.
That's terrifying.
Was he vibing?
No, he was just standing there. And then I like woke myself up, and then I've had like creepy shit happen to me, like in sleep paralysis.
I remember like learning about sleep paralysis and like psychology and like how it works. And
it only ever happens when my anxiety's at an all-time high. That's when like things will start to happen.
The term that I learned it under was called Hag syndrome, and like they had like an artist rendition, like a painting of like what it would look like, what some people see of like that thing sitting on your chest. Have you guys ever seen Insidious?
Yeah.
Like the monster, like the red and black face.
I don't want to talk
man.
about it. I don't like scary things.
Insidious is scary.
Yeah.
I'm going to think about happiness while you guys talk about that.
That's what the artist had like a rendition of. Like it wasn't that specifically, but that's exactly what it looked like. And then I saw that movie.
But apparently in other countries, like third world countries, when they have sleep paralysis, they think of happy things.
Really?
Yeah.
It's weird how like the mind works.
I've heard that.
Because I don't know why it's like that. Because I don't think they're
Wouldn't that
exposed.
Be so dope.
I don't think they're
you
exposed
wake up
to, like,
and there's unicorns and whatnot.
How dope would that be to like be in like to have sleep paralysis, but like
oh, that's
it'd
a unicorn.
Be like dope things,
type.
like cool, happy things. Whenever I experience sleep paralysis, like it actually happened kind of recently to me in my new place, but that's just because I'm stressed right now. But like it's always the most creepy, terrifying shit. Like it's never like not real stuff. It's always just a person standing somewhere.
I don't like.
We should name him Mark.
But it makes me think it's real. But it makes that's the thing. It's just like it's either like a man or like I don't know, dude. It freaks me out.
Yeah.
It makes me like think that subconsciously something's going on, or that like sleep like it's really happening. I hate it.
Random off-topic thing, but if we were in the apocalypse, like the zombie apocalypse started right now, and it's us three right here. There's zombies outside. It's us three against the world.
Why do guys always dream about that shit?
I don't dream it. I'm living it. It's us three. It's us three against the world. What's our plan of action?
Who's the first one to die?
Jared.
Whoa. Okay.
I was about to say let's all vote, and I wanted us to say Jared at the same time, but I'm glad you said
3, 2, 1. Jared.
I was gonna ask, what kind of zombies do we have? Do we have like the Walking Dead zombies?
Yeah,
or do we have the fast ones?
Walking Dead zombies, so they're slow. So, like, what's our first...
No, Walking Dead zombies are not slow.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
What are you talking about?
They can run, but they're not, like, zoomies.
They're not, like, slow, but they're not, like,
they're not, like, World War Z, like, the movie zombies, you know?
Those things go, like, double the speed of humans.
Like...
Okay, we set up the world. Can we just talk about this? Indy's always got to be like, no. Actually, I think the zombies should be like this. And it's like, okay, cool. That's sick. What would we do? No. So the zombie apocalypse happens outside, like The Walking Dead.
I'm going to need you to slow your speaking down.
Can you just let me say a sentence before you cut me off?
Sure.
Okay. Walking Dead zombies outside. It's us three. Okay, what's our plan of action? How do we go about this? What do we do?
Okay.
We got to delegate jobs, maybe.
Get down into my car?
Wait,
no, I don't know. See, that's what we got to scout.
Apocalypse, are we the last 3 people?
No, but it's like
it's going down.
It's going down. It's going down.
So, because see, like if we were the last 3 people, my first thought was to raid Walmart.
That's what I was about to say.
No, I think it's like
it's
like Zombieland. Like we're already that deep.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's like apocalyptic outside. Yeah. It's like we're not at the beginning. We're in it.
We're in it.
Interesting.
You guys are lucky to have me on your team.
For what reason? Why? What are you going to do?
I'm a bad bee.
Doesn't say the B word, but she's bad.
Because my mom's just going to make Jared cut it out, and I don't want him to spend all that time editing.
I appreciate that. But explain how
you would help us in the zombie apocalypse.
Because I would just rock their
How? Explain. You got 30 zombies at the door. Tell me how you're going to rock them.
Oh, I'd have weapons at this point.
All right.
It's starting right now in this room. So we just got to figure out from here.
It's like Zombieland right now.
Right now. Boom. Zombieland
outside. Like the world just like...
Yep. Just like that.
Yeah, we got some knives.
Okay.
All right.
We got knives.
I think we got to put like newspapers.
Definitely.
Or we don't have that.
Magazines.
Magazines, I meant.
We don't have magazines either.
Okay, we got to try to create armor.
You'd wrap around.
Yep, we'll get that around our arms because forearms. We'll do that. Zombies, get away.
Definitely need forearms. Possibly even like a little bicep action because then they might try to bite your shoulder.
They might try to bite. Okay.
You know? I would do my best to protect like my neck as well.
That's also smart.
That's also smart.
That's also.
I'd put on a hoodie and put the hood up.
Yep, that'll stop the zombies. I feel like we need to make our way to like a really small town.
Whose car are we taking?
Mine.
I currently. All right.
I got a full tank of gas.
Perfect. I have 20 miles left.
Whenever I leave the house, if I have less than a half tank, I always get gas.
Do you really?
Yeah, and because if you're in an emergency situation,
Flex.
especially during like when like uncertain times, like I always make sure to have like at the very least a half tank of gas, because if you need to get out of there, you do not want to be like, I need gas.
Okay, we somehow make it to the car. I'm driving.
Why?
Because you're navigating and scouting.
I'm driving.
No. Look, a zombie horde would be on the right, and a not a zombie horde would be on the left. She goes, should we take a right? And she would just take a right. I'm like, no, like, can we just go this way? No, I'd
want Jared to drive.
No,
Jared's a good driver.
Thank you.
It's not about being a good driver. I'm going fast.
No, Jared is good. I've seen him back up without a backup camera. He was zooming.
But I think you could better navigate me while I'm going fast.
I don't think so.
You want me to navigate?
No, you get confused with navigation. You get super confused, and like people have to tell you way before the turn that you've got to turn right in like 300 feet.
When has that happened?
All the freaking time. You get mad at me when I tell you, like, yo, take a right here, Zach. And you're like, well, you should have told me earlier. And I'm like, you literally still have 200 feet before your right turn, but I hear you.
That has never happened.
Yes, it does. It happens all the time.
Anyway, the point is, Jared, I think that's the best plan of action.
No, Can we just wait for this zombie apocalypse to break out on Saturday when I get a new car?
You're getting that car on Saturday?
Oh, yeah, I think I'm getting it, like, on Saturday.
Indiana's getting a new car.
Can we talk about what car?
I'm getting a new car very, very soon. But I just want people to know.
This is going to come out on Sunday. So... you might post about it on Saturday.
All right, should we do questions?
Special. So I want to start with this first question.
I already know the answer to this.
What is your favorite memory with Zach?
Ooh, we've had a lot of good memories, honestly. But one of my favorites? I'm trying to decide between it's either a memory in San Diego or a memory, maybe July 4th.
We'll say both.
I'll say both. July 4th, it was like, we already spoke about that. Yeah. The Perks of Being a Wallflower moment where we're just listening to country. That was a vibe. I enjoyed that. When we almost got blown up by fireworks.
That was, because it added a bit of danger to it.
It's like, oh, this night is fun. A bit of spice, bit of, ooh, what's going to happen? That, I also really enjoyed, it's not, like, it wasn't just with Zach. So if I had to pick one with just you, like, probably that. But, like, Jared, you were here. And it's, like, honestly one of my favorite moments I've had in a very long time. But all of us just playing cornhole at the beach. Just like, I don't know, it just like, or boogie boarding.
Or like when we had the campfire.
Yeah, I was about to say that. The campfire just vibing. So nice. Yeah, but like I loved that. But like also like out of the whole trip, I think it was just us just like not like being so carefree, like boogie boarding and playing cornhole at the beach, and like the whole trip was was my favorite memory with you guys.
San Diego's a special place, baby.
It was so nice.
It was a good place. We should make
like
that
me trying to. I think like trip. Me trying to balance on that thing while I was like leaning on both of your heads. I don't know. I had a lot of good memories in San Diego.
We got to go back.
That whole trip was like my favorite memory with you both.
Are we going back next week?
I want to.
All right, this dude.
What's up?
I dig the neon lights.
Hey, Dropouts Podcast. My name's Kaden. I wanted to ask you if you guys can wish me a happy birthday in episode 6, first of all. And second of all, I just wanted to ask, how do you deal with being taken advantage of? Because I've been taken advantage of multiple times, and I don't know how to deal with it. Thank you.
I love him.
Well, first off, happy birthday. I hope it's the best birthday you've ever experienced in your entire life. Happy birthday, okay?
I can talk about the being taken advantage thing. God, it's hard, and I'm not going to lie that it's definitely difficult, but you just have to understand that, like, it's not a reflection on you, and it's a reflection on them, and it's like, if you're being taken advantage of, it's because you're a good person, and they realize that they won't live up to that, so they need to try and get that from somewhere else, and it's like, I've been taken advantage of in, like, you know, relationships and in friendships, just purely based on, like, if I have followers or not, or if, like, just anything. So it's really hard, but as long as you realize that it's a reflection on them, and it's like,
yeah, I mean, it's just knowing your worth, and no matter what, being kind to everyone, because eventually the right people will weed themselves out into your life, or like the wrong people weed themselves out. The right people will come to you if you're like kind to anyone, because then your kindness will reflect in other people, and you'll see other people that are kind of like you.
Yeah. Like, I remember, I won't get into like the specifics, but I was working on a project, and the one of my bosses like really took advantage of me to the point where I worked, I think 32 hours straight, like no sleep. And I was on, I was not getting paid by the hour. I was getting paid weekly, no overtime, nothing. And
she made you stay 32 hours?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And so,
straight? No sleep?
No sleep. Yeah. And I was just so fed up with it. Like, cause I would probably put in about 60 to 80 hours a week and not getting paid for that. And then I said, I'm done. I'm going to like move on and do something else with my life, and cussed me out and everything. They're just like, what are you going to do without me and stuff like that. Thought they were like,
you said you ever heard of podcasting?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to
ever heard of me sitting at my desk editing for 8.5 hours straight for no money?
For no money?
Yeah. That's what I do.
You glue up, Jared.
I glue up. But honestly, I mean, we joke about it, but it's just like, I would rather work 80 hours a week doing this than like being taken advantage of by somebody that like didn't actually
or care about you.
Yeah. And so like Zach was saying, it's just like knowing your worth and like actually standing up for yourself and whatnot, because no matter what anyone tells you, it's like you are important. Like you deserve all the respect that anybody else gets, you know? And so just, you know, stand up for yourself and fight against what's wrong.
Whoa, she did it in landscape mode?
Ooh, yeah. I dig it. Maybe we should get more.
Actually, yeah, guys, if you could send in like landscape videos, that would be super helpful for actually like editing the podcast. But yeah.
Hi, Zach and Indiana. So I am moving to my home country this year, which is Sweden, and I don't really know like how to get friends, because I moved to Dubai at a really young age. So then like, when you're young, you're basically friends with the whole class, but like when you get older, you have like this certain friend group. And since I'm moving to a new school, new everything, except I've lived in my home country before, but I haven't gone to school there, and I don't really know anybody in my school. Do you have any advice on how to find friends and like fit in? Because I feel like I'm not going to find friends, but it's fine. By the way, Team Indy all the way.
What are you talking about, okay?
Love her.
Oh, you have a terrible time in Sweden.
Do not say that
joking,
to her.
Okay?
No, we know you're joking.
No, I love her. She seems like such a genuine person, and like
she can't be that genuine if she's Team Indy, but I hear you.
She is, because she's Team Indy, but I hear you.
No, she seems very sweet, but I think we can both talk about this because we both moved to like really weird places that weren't like.
Yeah, I moved halfway across the world at probably close to her age. So,
but what I found, like, I moved from city boy to like the most country you can absolutely get, and I just think, if you move there, especially at a young age, all the kids think it's cool if you're from a different place, and they like to ask you questions, and it's like a really good icebreaker. Mm-hmm. So it's actually good if you're young and then move somewhere new, because everybody's gonna be like, "Where are you from? Oh, that's so cool!" And they find out stories.
Been there. Like, what's this about? Like, yeah.
And it's actually not that hard to find friends if you're from a different place, because just so many people are gonna be interested. Like initially, that I don't think you'll have a good time. You just got to find the people that, you know, have the same wavelength as you.
And if it takes a minute for you to get your vibe and for you to get your like footing there, that's okay. Like, you have to remember that. Like, when I first moved here, like to the US, I knew nobody, like literally nobody, and like I just started from the bottom, and now.
And look at her now. She's got like one friend, and you're doing great.
Two right here. So
one. But we're acquaintances. But you're building up. You're going up. And can she flick me off on camera?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, cool. Didn't hurt any less. Next one.
All right, here we go.
So, hi, Zach and Indy. My name is Anaya, and my question for you and your podcast is, how do you like to be comforted when you're sad or upset? By the way, I'm Team Indy all the way. So
wow, I'm really enjoying this selection that you have made.
Zach.
She said,
"Listen, what was her name?"
I'm Team Anaya.
Listen here, Anaya.
Do not come at her in any way, shape, or form right now.
I will.
Anaya,
I'm not mad. I am disappointed. Okay.
How do I like to be comforted when I'm sad? I don't. I push people away and I say, "Leave me alone."
Okay, but like, if someone was to comfort you, how would you like it?
I don't like being comforted. Gets me mad.
And there's the devil. She's right here.
Okay, well, what happened when you tried to?
I've comforted you before.
And I screamed at you.
When I got you ice cream. You like that?
Yeah, and I tried to push you away. Did you see the devil? Did you see the devil in my eyes when I saw you there? No, I like being comforted, but I hate it at the same time. It's a very confusing situation to be in.
Jared, how do you like to be comforted?
It depends on.
Actually, you did a pretty good job at it in San Diego.
Oh yeah, when she had a mental breakdown in the hotel room.
I had a mental breakdown in the like.
Oh, at 6 o'clock. It's usually when I mean
when I mean like Tears. You actually did a very good job at it. You were just there, and you didn't say much, but you were just there, and it just helped.
So you like someone you can vent to?
Yeah. Sometimes I just need a person to argue back with me. Does that make sense? It's like sometimes I don't want to hear your advice, and sometimes I don't want to hear you make sense in this situation. Sometimes I just want to complain and rant, and just I want you to be like, hell yeah, he's a dick.
I think I learned that from New Girl. You ever seen that show?
Yeah, New Girl.
I think there is an episode where like Nick was trying to comfort Jess or whatnot.
She's like, I just need you to argue with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need an argument. That's the kind of person I am. Sometimes I want to argue, and I know that sounds so toxic. But sometimes I just need to argue, or like if I'm ranting, like or venting or anything, I just need the person opposite to me to either be quiet and just hear me, or just to be like, the same energy. I need you to match my energy here. I don't need you to make sense. I need you to be like,
the weird thing about you is you get mad and then you'll be okay 5 minutes later. Like she was like, she was like yelling the other day. She's like, ah! She's just mad. And then like 3 minutes later, she's like, I'm going to put a desk together. Want to see? I said, sure, but I'm...
Yeah, I literally was screaming at you on the phone, and then, like, I was just like, I just need space right now, Zach, and he was like, okay, I was just trying to help, and then, like, 2 seconds later, I call him, I was like, I'm going to put this stool together now, want to see? And he's like, I'm okay.
But I think you make me mad, don't talk to me, I'm done for the day.
That is Zach, because I've gotten him mad a few times, and he's done for the day.
I'll hit you with a... All right. So you have to think about what you did.
It happened in San Diego. It happened in... What?
She yelled about something stupid, and I said...
No, I wasn't even yelling at you. I was yelling at somebody...
No, you were yelling at me because of a text I sent.
Yeah, I got mad at him because he sent my mom a text or something, and I was just like, why did you send her that? And he was just like, because I was trying to help. And I was just like, well, don't try to help. And I got mad at him, and then he just shut off immediately. He just goes, all right, whatever, and walks away. And I'm like, fine, walk away, whatever. And then
Indy, because that's the best thing, because then they're like thinking like, all right, well, I probably shouldn't have done that.
That's not how I think, though. I just get more mad.
This podcast is not bringing us together; it's tearing us apart.
It really is, isn't it?
And this Celsius, I can feel it like my veins. I can feel the blood going through my veins. I knew you were going to say that
for some weird reason.
Anyway, this guy's got a real issue. I love this question.
Can I read it?
Yeah.
Here's a question for your podcast. What should you do if you accidentally send a nude to your mom instead of your partner asking for a friend? I'm from Sweden, so I'm sorry if I misspelled any of the words. And I won't get mad if you give me a shout out, lol.
Shout out to the nude guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just...
Wait, you accidentally sent a nude to your mom. What do you mean, how do you get out of it?
There's no like, out of it.
Oh, Mom, I was...
I'd own up to it. I'd be like, well.
If I accidentally sent a nude to my mom, Mom, sorry you had to see my pecker. My bad. Then you move on with your life.
Relationship with my mom would be non-existent after that. I would just have to never talk to her again.
I think it'd be worse for a guy than it'd be for a girl to send it to their mom. My mom would be like, that's disgusting, but yes, bitch, you look hot.
Whoa, my mom would not have that reaction.
My mom's my hype person.
My mom's like, I saw a picture of you, Willie, today. You sent it to me.
Your mom's
didn't like it. Can we talk about anything else than sending nudes to our moms? Jared, why would you pick that question?
I just thought it was funny.
It's funny. All right.
Next question.
Celsius is really kicking it.
Hey, Zach and Indy. I just broke up with my boyfriend over like 2.5 months ago.
Hot girl summer.
And the hardest part about breaking up with him was losing his family, because my parents recently got divorced, and his family was like a second family to mine. And so my question to you guys is, how do you cope with losing that family aspect? Because I'm fine not being with him if his sister and his mom.
She said he sucks, but the family's great.
How do you cope with that?
Well, I've been there.
I'm like 51% Team Zach and 49% Team Indy.
What's up, Shawty?
I love you guys both like so much. So, yeah.
51%.
I was about to give you some good advice, but whatever.
This is what you got to do. You talk to the family and be like, yo, this dude sucks. We all know it. I'm better. They adopt you into the family, and then you're vibing for the rest of your life. Agree?
Snap, bro, what are you doing?
What? You can't obviously hang out with his family. No. That'd be funny if like the boyfriend comes home from work and you're just sitting at the dinner table. You're like, yo, what's up, dude? I know we used to make out, but they're making pasta tonight. Inviting me over. Gonna be pretty sick. Pass it over, Margaret.
Dude, wait, I can't remember. Yeah, I told the story about when I got cheated on, but the family to this day still hits me up.
That's nice because they know how much of a piece of shit she is.
You literally,
the family doesn't know about why we broke up.
And so they're just like, why did you leave our daughter? It was going so well.
Yeah, basically. They still hit me up to this day.
You should tell them one day.
I should.
You should go to dinner and then explain it there.
Ooh. With the other guy there.
That would be tough.
Be like, hey, you remember that one time you guys like cheated on me while I was in my house?
Next question.
I like this guy. He's like, I'm going to bring the camera.
That's how I look when I FaceTime.
Yeah, Indy just brings the phone right to her face. Close. And she looks like an egg with eyebrows.
Dude, Humpty Dumpty.
She had a great fall. Go ahead.
Hey, guys. I just have a quick question. I want to know, why don't girls ever say what they mean?
It's a great question.
Retweet.
Any advice, Indy, Zach, Jared?
I'm glad you're included.
Yeah, why don't girls just say what they mean?
It's a great question. We want you guys to figure it out.
But why?
What do you mean?
Because
we're not Sherlock Holmes.
Figure it out. Figure out how to be Sherlock Holmes. It should not be that difficult.
It shouldn't be that difficult to be
like,
we
can't read your mind.
Figure out how to. I don't know. We like the game.
But what game? Even in like a 3-year relationship, they're still like, I got a mystery, and it's going to make you...
Keeps a little bit of spice in the relationship.
A little bit of spice. I'm losing my mind over here. It's just like, just tell me where you want to go eat. It's a secret. Why is it a secret? Because...
And if you don't guess it in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to be mad at you.
All right. I like this question. It's kind of like a relationship question, kind of not at the same time. All right. It says this question is for Zach. Since you're always so overprotective about Indiana's love life, how would you describe the perfect boy for Indiana to date? And does Indiana agree with you on the perfect boy?
Zach's awesome, but I'm obviously Team Indy is what the last line says.
Yeah, but that's just because she's known you longer. She's slowly working into me.
No, the question was for you, but about me. So I'm curious to hear this answer.
I think you have to have someone that can handle your craziness. And I mean that in like a nice way, but you're...
Oh, I'm so intense.
You can get a little off the rocker sometimes. So I feel like if it's two people that are same, like have a fiery personality, it's just going to be fire all the time. And it's not going to be good.
The world would go down in flames if I was with another fire.
You have to have someone that's like calm, cool, collected.
I need like a water bender.
She needs a balance.
She's been watching Avatar.
She needs someone that will just like vent and like when... she yells at them, like not take it personally because she just has a fiery personality. Somebody very loyal. And dude, honestly, the Celsius is taking me out.
I mean, that's what I need, but what I want is literally the complete opposite of that. So
she wants somebody that's really bad for her. And then I think she just likes guys she can argue with for some reason.
Yeah.
She likes drama. She seeks it out. Like she has to have drama going on 24/7.
That's not true. I don't have to, but it just...
But you seek it out.
I don't seek drama out. Why would I seek drama out?
Exactly. That's my thought process.
I don't seek drama out.
You don't seek it out, but you welcome it.
I don't welcome it at all.
You start it?
No, I don't.
And here we go.
Every time I start to get mad, that's all they freaking say.
This is our last question. Aaliyah here.
What's up, Aaliyah?
I was wondering when you would know... when would you know is like the right time to tell someone like a boyfriend or girlfriend that you love them? By the way, I'm Team Indy all the way.
Aw, thank you. When you feel it, honestly.
When you feel it, but if you feel it too soon, I would hold back a little bit because you don't want to scare them away. When you're like, okay, they definitely feel the same way or they're on the verge of it and you just like can't contain it anymore, I would do it. But if you can contain it and you can tell they're not going to say it for a while, I would hold off till it seems like the vibe's right. A premature I love you can, I feel like,
ruin it.
A relationship. Yeah. Like first date, I love you. Oh, I'm scared, Yeah, like, just when the timing's right, you'll know the feeling. You'll have to just read the room.
Before we end, I just want to never mind.
Wait, what were you going to say?
I was going to show the memes because I want people to keep sending in memes.
Oh, yeah, keep sending in memes that you make of us.
All right.
These are the memes.
They made memes of us?
Yeah, they made memes.
I just want to show appreciation for these because I thought they were hilarious. The first one, the classic right here.
Jared stories.
Indiana, Zach's amazing true story.
That's so true.
I could tell the best story and Indiana's like, I hate you.
That's so true.
Makes no sense.
That's great. I love that.
I love that one.
I loved it. Except that the tape was returned today.
I know. I wanted to show this the whole time. And then she was like, baseball? Screw you.
Nah, normally I'm more interested in your stories, though. Like, even the zoo story, I was so invested in it.
That's because I had kangaroos in it. She was like, I'm home.
Okay, next
and then the second one right here, just kind of the same thing, but Zach's 100% true story about near-death situations and catching fish for his family. Indy, this is worthless.
That's exactly how you are. She doesn't care about anything I have to say.
God. Anyway.
Can you send these to me?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I just wanted to show these off. I appreciate.
Oh, those are hilarious.
They're well done memes. They're very accurate.
Well done. So along with sending in, questions like
send in your memes, dude. That's hilarious. Wait, who made those? You should figure out who made them and give them a shout out.
Yeah, I'll give them a shout out. So
thank you guys so much for watching and listening to episode 6 of Dropouts. We hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to head over to Dropouts Pod on Instagram. Send in your memes, send in your questions. We love them. We will do our best to answer all of them.
Oh, and please hit that like button and subscribe button. It helps out, gets more people to see the podcast.
Yes, it does.
Thank you guys so much. Follow us on Instagram. I don't know if you already said that. We love you.
Music, Zach Justice, and Indiana on Instagram. We will see you guys, or you'll hear us next week.
Bye, my little swag daddies.
Outro music, go.
Oh man, dude, I feel so bad. I need to lay down.
Drink again.
I feel like I need to lay down, and my brain hurts, and I feel like we all fought today, but we still like each other.